The St. Valentine's Day Massacre. February 14, 1929. Chicago was already a city shaped by conflict. Prohibition had turned alcohol into a business worth killing for, and gangs had grown powerful enough to rival the law. At the center of this struggle were two rival groups: Al Capone's organization on the south side and George Bugs Moran's north side gang. The rivalry wasn't new. It had been building for years through hijacked shipments, territory disputes, and retaliatory violence that never fully stopped. By early 1929, Moran remained one of the last major obstacles to Capone's control of the city's illegal alcohol trade. That morning, several members of the North Side gang gathered at a garage on Chicago's north side. It was a routine meeting. Nothing about it felt unusual. They arrived expecting business, waiting, talking, passing time. Outside, the city moved on. People walked the streets. Nothing was out of place. Then two men entered the garage dressed as police officers. At a time when police raids were common, their presence didn't immediately raise alarm. The men inside complied, believing this was another routine stop. They were instructed to line up along the wall. There was no resistance. No one realized that the authority they trusted wasn't real. George Bugs Moran was supposed to be there that morning, but by chance he wasn't. He had been delayed and never entered the garage. Within minutes, the course of Chicago's criminal history changed. What followed became known as the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. 7 men tragically lost their lives that day. The event shocked the nation, not because gang violence was new, but because of how calculated and public it had become. The massacre marked a turning point. Public opinion shifted, law enforcement pressure intensified, and Al Capone, once seen as an untouchable, became a national target. The violence that was meant to secure power instead accelerated the end of an era. The St. Valentine's Day Massacre stands as a reminder. Gang conflict doesn't create winners, only consequences. This wasn't strategy, it wasn't control. It was the real cost of gang life.